Hey guys, Johnny and Lawrence back for the next episode of Project Ozone 3 Kappa Mode. Hello! Yeah, so you'll notice I'm over in our simple void world by our empowerers, and that's because we have some new farms.
Yay.
Quite beefy farms. So we were hitting a few limitations with the steel of the 6th degree.
Yes.
Which I can't remember the exact name of. Steel of... yeah, I thought that's what I was searching for. But we were running out of Abyssal Night quite a lot. Sorry, no. Draconium quite a lot. And we were running out of all the fluids we needed. So we have basically just set up a load of farms for the essential components.
Yep.
And we're now using the plant gatherers because they have quite a big range, which is quite nice.
Yes. They have quite an improved ranged as well.
Yes, they do. And then we're just using an RFTools crafter to craft the stuff and sending it back with a dimensional transceiver, which we've just got on the other side hooked up to go into applied energistics. We've also put down some of these tier 3 growth crystals just to make the plots grow a bit faster, but that seems to be taking care of a lot of our
Previous
issues
problems
there.
Yep.
I think we will actually probably convert some of the old farms to that system as well, just because it seems a bit more efficient.
Yes, and hopefully less lag intensive every time we go over there.
Yeah, it is pretty lag intensive over there. But last episode we were working on getting towards the Philosopher's Stone. And we did go ahead and finish up some of the other crafts we need. So this is now where we're sitting, which is pretty good, I think. We're only missing the Gas Queen tiers and the Matter Balls.
Yep.
So should we start on the Matter Balls just in case they take a second?
You are going to have to remind me how to do these. By
Okay.
remind me, I mean do it for me.
Well, it's an applied energistics machine, the matter condenser, and we can just plunk this down anywhere. I don't know if we're going to set this up permanently, but one thing I did forget is we're going to need a 64K storage cell, so I'm hoping this doesn't take a million years to craft.
We've got super quick auto crafting. What are you talking about?
Yeah, actually, to be honest, it looks like it's just some processors it's going to need. So I think you can do this with anything. Essentially, you chuck in a load of items and then they get condensed down, I guess, into a matter ball.
Oh, okay.
So we want to set this to matter ball, and that means we need 256. We need to put any cell in here. I'm just going for 64 because it's easier. But I think we can use fluids as well. So I was thinking, why not use a sink? And maybe some liquid translocators, because I think this will be quite fast. I'm hoping.
Unless they've stopped.
Unless you can't use fluids, but I definitely remember that you used to be able to use fluids, so unless that's changed in this pack, obviously this isn't where this thing will live. I don't know if it will live anywhere. I don't know if we're going to actually keep it up. It looks like you can put fluids in there, and it is filling up. So that's a bit slow, but let's see what happens if we put on some glowstone. Yep, that is like a matter ball every 2 seconds, maybe?
Yeah, that is quite quick.
So we only need 8, I think, in total.
Oh, okay. Well, that's basically done then.
Yeah, one more. That's us done. I might just leave that running so we've got like another 64 when we need them.
Yep.
But let's put this down in the recipe, which I think they go there, but I will double check. They do indeed. So now the only thing missing is the Gas Queen tiers.
Yes.
So for that, I believe actually, it's in the quest book. I should probably look in the quest book, would be best.
Always check the quest book.
So under the Gas Queen tier, quest in Lambda, it says she can only be summoned from inside special castles that float mysteriously around the fungi forest biome. Summon the Gas Queen by placing a potion of sorrow and a gas tier inside the urn in the center of a gas spawning hive in the nether. So Lawrence, I think, has the stuff for the potion of sorrow.
Oh, yes. So there is a slight bit of crafting because I completely forgot to do it.
I did tell you this before.
I know, and then you told me to make the 7th steel and I got distracted.
Sorry.
But, so we need a brewing stand, which is just the vanilla one, which I can't actually
no
remember.
Kappa Mode changes for that recipe, which is
I
quite nice.
know, it's weird. But yeah, that is literally just 3 cobblestone and a blaze rod. Let's hope we have some blaze rods in the system.
We have plenty. Our new farm is doing quite a good job, I think.
So there is one brewing
80k.
stand.
Just so you know, like we only set that farm up maybe about 30 minutes ago,
Yeah, it's
and
not
we had
been
0
awful.
blaze rods. So I think that plant harvester is the way to go.
Yeah.
I'm liking it.
So I just need some bottles of water and some nether wart.
Well, conveniently, there is a sink right here.
There is.
I know, it's like I planned for this.
Oh,
We
that
actually
is
already
great.
have a stack of 64, so I'm just going to stick them in the system and keep this going.
Yep.
Actually, should we change this to make some of the singularities? Because I don't know if we're going to need some of them, but they take a lot more items.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just going to leave that running with them for a minute.
So I'm just literally making some awkward potions. Awkward, like you.
I am not awkward. I'm very socially adept.
Of course. But
Is this a multi-stage process then?
once it's done, there's just one more stage. It's literally just chucking some raw ghast meat through it. So we'll be back once that's
How
done.
do we get raw gas meat, actually?
So we got the raw ghast meat from the Twilight Tower. The ghasts in there drop it.
Oh, well, thankfully we have killed a lot of them
Yep,
for all
we
these fiery
did.
tears
We
we've
did
been
kill
needing.
a lot of them. But yeah,
But-
that was just brewing away.
Yeah.
Should be done soon.
I'm hoping we only need one. So the other thing we need is a ghast tier.
Yes.
I actually also think, because history has taught me, we should maybe take some mob swabs, maybe a wood
Maybe a wood shard.
just in case. I don't think I'll do anything because we have no luck with wood at all these days. But yeah,
Yep.
and conveniently, I've already went and scouted Ghast Queen, so we should be able to just go over to our dislocator here. And I am inside Lawrence, yay!
No, it took
this
me
is
a
very-
second to load.
I just made a very temporary platform in the hopes that mobs don't spawn here. But I believe, I've not fought her before, but I believe this is the structure that we're looking for.
It
'cause
does look like a
looks-
crane grass. And there is a gust on top.
Okay. I don't know if we should get rid of that. I'm worried that might affect things.
Yeah, we'll just mine up.
So, okay, you think it's fine.
I would have, yeah.
I was thinking it might break things, but okay.
Okay.
That's
I'm
fine.
assuming we need to mine into this because I can't see a way in.
Yeah, oh, that's a point. There we go. I could just teleport in.
Oh,
Are any
that's
of
clever.
these chests... Oh, there's stuff in these chests.
Anything useful?
It's not terrible stuff. Not very useful at this point in the game, but...
Just take it all
Okay.
anyway.
So in this urn, I believe we put one of those potions and
There
a
you go.
gas tier. You put the potion in,
Yep, it changed
Okay.
purple.
and there's the gas tier. So I take it
yeah.
she spawned outside?
Maybe.
Okay. Let me get a mob swab. She's killing herself. Oh god.
I was teleporting into the ceiling. Yeah, do that quick.
Right, and then a woot shard, which I need to
She
keep
is
on my
quite big. Oh,
hotbar.
that is a lot of gas.
She's dead. Oh, the woot shard programmed.
The boot shard program.
It did. That was
was quite
that was
nice.
actually pretty easy.
Yeah, that was really easy.
I love this sword. It is so crazy OP.
yeah.
How
it's
can I
quite
not
OP.
see our grass platform thing I made? Oh, really? Look over there.
Look at the wall.
There is another one, literally over there. Okay.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm also struggling to find your grass platform.
I know, it was like right next to it. I
I
swear.
wonder if a gas blew it up.
What are the chances of that?
There
Like,
were
are
a
we
lot
going to
of
have to
gas.
walk
Oh,
all
no,
the way
I found
home?
it.
You found it?
Yeah, you just put it under a ceiling.
Ah, so I did. Okay, but does that take us home? I never actually checked where this one's bound to. I just hope it takes us home.
Here's hoping it wasn't bound to like Pluto or something.
I've still got my gear on.
I
Not
know.
much oxygen left, but I do have my gear. Actually, should we go ahead? Actually, how much did we get? I got one gas queen tier. Did you pick any up?
I don't think so.
Okay, let me go ahead and make the wood controller and see if we get any that way, and we'll be back in a sec. Alright, so guys, we've just put down the gas tier, the gas queen in wood, and I thought it wasn't working because it's not showing for me. But if we switch over to Lawrence,
I've
you'll
got
see that for
more
some
stuff.
reason he's got a load more stuff than me.
So maybe we could have.
Does this mean all of
starting
these wood things that aren't working for me have been working all along? Oh, I've just came out and went back in.
Oh, okay. I was going to say I went back in, out and in, and it's got more stuff, more
Yeah.
drops.
You said this ages ago, and I told you were making up rubbish.
Yeah.
Has this been the case for all of these woot mobs that I said were
guess
rubbish?
So
Okay, we have 40 gas queen tiers. So,
Don't think we need any more.
I don't know if we should keep it running. Is there any other use for them? Let's have a look.
Don't know.
Uses? Nope. Literally this one recipe. Let's get rid of that. Boop. Oh, I turned off my magnet. But you know what this means? Do you know what this means?
Oh.
This means we're about to make a philosopher's stone, guys.
Ooh.
I am pretty excited. If I've got this recipe right. I did. Philosopher's stone.
Oh.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay. That's
There you go. Another one. It's
Yay.
because those items wouldn't stack. I wasn't expecting this to be as easy this episode as it has been.
we're just obviously Minecraft pros.
Clearly, that I honestly thought was going to take us a lot longer.
I have no idea how to use this or what this does.
I know you can use it like to transmutate some objects, but I've never really used it for that before, so I don't really know. But it is used in quite a lot of recipes.
Oh, okay.
So for making like the alchemical coal and stuff, and the Mobius fuel,
Oh, yeah.
which is all stuff we're going to be getting into. So if anybody's noticed, I actually have a few things bookmarked. We kind of think, maybe optimistically, I'm not sure yet, I think we might be able to get a transmutation table this episode.
Oh, okay. Sounds fancy.
I don't know. I didn't see the 5 times compressed dust, but thankfully we've had that running for a while.
I think we have dust in the system, maybe.
Well, we I don't know if anybody remembers, but the auto dissolvers that used to live here, they were making dust for days, probably weeks, maybe even months. So I would have thought we have enough dust to make it. Although I can't see dust in the system.
There is a lot of dust.
Okay, we have 37k 2 times, so I feel like we're going to have enough 5 times.
Yes, probably.
But that's probably not the big issue. So the other stuff we're going to need is stellar capacitors, which is fine. Natural steel of the 7th degree, which I believe Lawrence would just set up a recipe and a metallurgic infuser. So we should be good for that as well, I think.
Yep. I've literally just set it over at the mechanism.
Mechanism, yeah.
Yeah, I'm making my own mod called Mechanism. It's a total rip-off of Mechanism.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just another infusing factory, but you need to use tin instead of
Redstone or anything like that.
It was just fine. It was just setting it up.
Yeah. So looking at this recipe, I think the tricky parts are going to be dark matter, pink matter, magenta, and purple. But these are all just lots of embedded like recipes. I'm going to go ahead and create recipes in Applied Energistics for all this stuff and see how feasible it is. I think pretty much it's just a lot of coal. And we do have 686,000 coal.
Yeah, it's quite a lot.
I'm hoping it's enough, but I don't know. So let us make patterns for all them and see if the autocraft can even figure this recipe out, and we'll be back in a sec. So guys, we were making some of the recipes for these things, and we thought we'd put them in the RFTools crafters, because Applied Energistics seems to think that you need a Philosopher's Stone per each, and wanted like 5,000 when we tried to make a purple matter. So this way we can set these to result of crafting operation will go in output buffer, but remaining items like buckets will stay in input. So that way I've just chucked my Philosopher's Stone in there, and this should be able to craft all this stuff.
Nice.
Unfortunately, we did hit 1 or 2 hurdles. So if we go craft this, we're short draconium, which is fine. Like, we will get that in a minute. We can actually craft this now,
Okay.
but only 1. So the thing I never noticed is that the dark matter, which I just assumed would be the easy thing, not this crazy purple matter. The dark matter is actually harder because I don't even have it bookmarked. That's annoying. But if I can find it, the dark matter uses the supremium coal, which uses 2 of the supremium essence, which uses the 4th degree stuff. And if you follow this rabbit hole all the way back, it's a lot of this natural steel.
Yes.
And I don't think it's very feasible to like make 4 of these just now and everything else. So I think the easier way is going to be to get EMC up and running first, and then use that to make the matter balls. So that means we need an energy condenser, which is this recipe. And actually, we have started setting this up because there's quite a few of these things that we already have. So we're looking here. This is where we've got to. So we didn't have Orb of Light, but that was quite an easy Lordcraft recipe. So that was fine.
Yes, it was.
Draconium. Sorry?
I was going to say it was literally just some bright crystals.
Yeah. The Draconium Infused Obsidian was quite easy. It's just blazing obsidian. Platinum Gears were done before. Light Siphon was done before. And that's where we got to. The other things we need now are the thing in the middle, which is an alchemical chest. The pink matter, which is really just a case of waiting on more draconium and that steel of the 6th degree, or whichever one it is. Dark matter and blocks of insanium. So that's all just bottlenecked by our production of draconium just now. But the alchemical chest, this all looks quite easy. The low convalence, medium, and high are all new things, but these recipes are crazy simple.
Oh, okay.
The big gotcha's the thing in the middle. The draconium chest. This means we're going to have to get into draconic evolution before we can actually make this. So that is the new plan.
Yay. Sudden change.
I know, right? And Lawrence, I believe, has kindly put this platform over here for that exact thing.
Yes,
And
I have.
now that I'm saying that, I don't actually think this is going to be that much of a pain. So we're going to need to use the basic fusion crafting injectors, just because that's where you start. And this is just stone and a block of iron. Draconic core is the only tricky thing there, but even then, it's all stuff we've done before. Ultimate control circuit, quite expensive, but doable. So I'm going to make a fusion crafter, which also pretty doable looking. And I think I need 10 basic fusion crafters. Now this might take a minute. I'm not sure. I'll have a look and see. Yeah, I mean, it's nothing tricky here, but it is going to take a minute. So once those crafts are finished up, we will come back and set up our first ever draconic evolution recipe. So that's the craft finished up. So we got the basic fusion injectors and the fusion crafting core. So how I think I'm going to set this up is right in the center, because that's where stuff should go. And I think these need to be at least 2 away. Is that right?
I think so. I can't really remember. You're the one that tends to do draconic evolution.
Am I?
Yeah.
Maybe. Okay. Well, here's hoping all this goes fine. I'm just doing them at the moment so I can put the basic fusion crafting injectors on them. So I was kind of expecting that to go up against the dirt, but it did not. We should be able to put these all down like this. Get rid of the dirt because nobody wants that. And I should just be able to put a spectre coil on the back of these as my current plan.
Yeah.
This isn't how we're going to want it permanently, but for now,
Do for the time being.
it should do the job. So is this going to... I don't think it tells you if that's valid or not anyway. I guess the only way to check is to try it.
Of course.
So we should... Oh, I just unbookmarked my draconic chest. And
going
can't
so well.
spell draconic, apparently. Draconic? Is it not called draconic chest?
I thought it was.
Okay. Draconium chest. Ah, okay, that's how I
Close.
can spell. So we need 5 furnaces, 2 draconic core. This is all easy stuff. Let me just quickly grab this. So guys, I've got all the stuff together for us to make a draconium chest. So if we switch over to this, I've already separated them out. I'm going to make 10 just in case we need more soon. And it will save me having to do this again. We will automate it in a bit, but not this very second. So the reason I've separated them out is because it will put the whole stack in if you don't, which is not always what you want. I believe you can shift right click these and it will set it to single item mode. And then when I try and put in that whole 10, it only puts in 1. But that's not what we want. We want to craft 10 at a time, make this all a bit nicer for us. And why did it only get 5 draconium blocks, Lawrence?
I don't know.
Why did I do that?
Probably because you're silly.
I guess that could be the reason. Let me grab another 5, chuck them in here. And then if we look at the recipe again, just quickly, you'll see all these stuff on the side go in the basic fusion crafting injectors, whatever they're called. And the thing you put in the middle is up here, so it's an oak chest in this case. We'll just put in our wireless terminal, because that's better.
Hey.
And then we just hit start. And it is charging. It is doing a thing.
It's doing it very slowly.
It is doing it quite slowly. This is the top tier. What did you do?
Nothing.
It just went like, it stopped. Did you break one of the spectre coils?
I might have right-clicked one of the injector thingamabobs, but it looks like it's just continued from where it was.
Why have all the items disappeared?
Because it's doing it now. Look
Yeah, I know,
at
but
it.
there was 10 of each item.
Oh.
I was kind of hoping that this didn't delete all the extra items.
Maybe it's making 10 chests?
That would be nice, but I feel like that's not what's happening.
Only
Maybe it
one
is.
way to find out.
This is quite a cool mod as well. Oh, okay, it just doesn't show up. So, as much as I said we weren't going to automate it, we're not really going to automate it, but I am going to do some very, very rudimentary automation to get this going. So you can actually activate the fusion crafting core with a redstone signal. So I'm just going to plonk that down there in a hopper, and then the next time this craft finishes, it will just put the draconium chest in the hopper, and this should tick off and do the next craft.
Nice.
So we can walk away and leave that for a minute, is what I'm thinking. And I just realized this isn't the item we actually need.
Is it all?
It is something different. It is the alchemical chest that we need,
Oh, okay.
which I don't know if I made a recipe for. I did. Can we craft this now? No, it is a simulation. We're missing an infused diamond and a draconium chest. We're not. It's there. Infused diamond should be easy enough. I believe that is just a diamond wrapped in dimensional shards,
Yeah, I think so.
which we don't have an autocraft. What?
I mean, that was a you thing.
Why don't we have these on autocraft? I'm assuming I can chuck these through a sag mill. I can't.
Yeah, totally.
That's fine. We will set up an autocraft for that in a minute. But I should be able to make me an alchemical chest now, I think.
Yay!
It looks like it. It looks like quite a crazy big recipe, but yeah, that is a lot of crafting. I don't know why that's so much crafting. But
Got a lot to do.
yeah, it seems to. Oh, actually, that is something I forgot to mention. One recipe we had to set up that we didn't have was the amplification crystal. This was actually an empowerer recipe. So we just set that up over in our void world on the... I made a mistake. I set it up over on the other side, but I didn't tell it to make 8 at a time. So
You've broken it.
I've probably broken it. Well, let's go over to the void world and see how bad a mess it has made. Because the whole point in those, the empowerers over here is that it can do 8 crafts per applied energistics recipe, essentially. But if you don't tell it to do 8 crafts at once, who knows what empowerers it might put in.
Random.
As far as I can tell, none.
Oh,
Doesn't seem to be in
that's
any
even
of the
more
empowerers.
confusing.
Oh, it worked.
Oh,
I mean, it's got stuck for some reason. I don't really know why. When it says it's got all the stuff in the system, I'm guessing it's an MBT issue. So let's see. Yeah, we have a personal chest, but it's an MBT issue.
okay.
There we go. There is our alchemical chest.
Yay.
That is actually quite exciting. I don't know why you're sounding so...
I wasn't sounding
Sarcastic.
sarcastic. That was just my default tone.
You sounded a little sarcastic.
Okay. You should know that is my default tone by now.
It is, but it was still quite sarcastic.
Let me try it again. Yay!
That was better. That was better. We're getting there. So now the only stuff missing is pretty much stuff that just uses a buttload of draconium or the steel of the 6th degree or whichever degree it is. But basically it's partly going to be a waiting game for getting the resources, pretty much.
Yay!
That will sort itself out. Right, your enthusiasm. It's just amazing. But what was that?
I don't know.
Sounded like thunder or something.
Maybe it was the fusion crafter.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would be what it was. I thought it was you, like, whacking the mic or something.
Nope.
But
You
it looks
told me
like
not
my
to do that.
rudimentary automation is working.
It does look like
So
it is
there will be a couple there when we get back. But I figured while we're waiting on that stuff, the next thing we're going to need anyway. Actually, you know what? I wasn't thinking this, but I was opening Lambda. We could actually finish off Lambda minus the Wand of Animation.
Oh, okay.
That wasn't really the route I was going to go, but would you rather that? So what I'm thinking is we can either do Lambda or we could start getting into Sigma, the RFTools stuff, because we're going to need a lot of EMC going forward, and I think the easiest way is going to make a dimension basically just filled with a high EMC resource, like emeralds, or if there's something better, something better.
Okay.
So either, what would you prefer? Would you like to do the Lambda stuff, or would you like to do RFTools?
Surely if our issue is that we don't have, is that we're waiting for EMC, we should be doing the EMC one.
We're not waiting on EMC. We're waiting on Draconium and stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, if we had
We don't
EMC,
have any EMC at the moment.
if we had EMC, we wouldn't have that issue.
Yeah, but we currently don't have an EMC thing. I don't mind. I'm just asking what one you would rather.
Yeah, let's do Sigma.
Sigma. Okay, let's have a look at Sigma then. See where we are up to. We are up to nowhere. We need a machine frame.
We have not started.
Well, annoyingly, we've done a fair whack of Sigma, I think. We just haven't had it in our inventory before because we used to use the storage scanner from here, remember?
Oh, yeah.
But I'm thinking if I pick up a machine frame, I might complete a lot of the quests.
Let's see how much we complete.
Okay, we completed 2. That was very disappointing.
A bit. Yeah. Bit
Yeah,
of a letdown.
that was poor. That was poor. Modular storage. I think I might be able to complete another one quite easy. Another few. Because although we used the symbol storage, it didn't have a quest for the thing I swear we made the storage module stuff.
Yeah, we did.
Interesting. But so the crafters actually, I think we must have showed them off because I was just over here like a minute ago.
Yeah, probably.
These are just crazy fast for doing like big, like sort of embedded crafts, I guess is maybe the right wording.
Yeah, I think so.
I've never used this modular storage thing though. Is this?
I swear we used.
We used the storage scanner. I don't know if this like hooks into it somehow.
Maybe.
I mean, that whole storage system is so good for early game.
It is quite good for early game.
I would highly recommend that until you get like applied energistics or something like that. These storage modules, though, they are boring looking. Let me quickly do all the quests that we're not actually going to use, and then we'll come back when we're doing the interesting stuff. So guys, we were looking into the RFTools quest line, and we have started making patterns for some of these things. But as with the theme of this episode, they are also quite crazy. So we went to make the dimensional builder, and it's all stuff we can do, but it needs like a crazy amount of capacitors. It needs a hell of a lot of red alloy.
Like 2,000 of the melodic.
Yeah, it was basically 2,000 of the melodic. Well, 2,000 of the like blue capacitors. So it's pretty bonkers. We're also out of red alloy, so that's gonna take a minute to like fill up.
Recover.
So I think we are changing our tactic. We're going to let our resources stockpile a bit before the next episode and also improve maybe some of the farms for those sort of things. But we are instead going to do Lambda.
Yep.
So if we have a look at Lambda, one of the ones we've not been to is of course it changed quest book, is the Lost Cities, which not only has just been marked as complete because I picked up the resources to get there, but this is, I've never been here. So I'm kind of guessing based on the amount of resources, but you need 6 skulls and 2 lava crystals. So I'm guessing the lava crystals go underneath, and then maybe these go like this.
Maybe.
I actually am not sure.
Weird disposal.
No. Oh yeah. Sorry, that was right.
Did you right click?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And annoyingly, it set a new spawn point, but also took me to the Lost City dimension. So
It's coming.
you're here.
Okay, I was loading.
But also because I is like super organized and stuff.
Dislocator.
I did make a dislocator for us to go home. And I've also got a dislocator for here that we can put on our pedestal at home. But yeah, I'm not really sure if there is anything to gain from here in this mod pack. Like, I don't know if there's quartz here. as for like resources and stuff, I don't know if this is just like an interesting dimension or if there is anything
Maybe.
like worth looking around for. If anybody knows if there's like useful stuff here, like let us know in the comments. But otherwise, I think it's just kind of an interesting.
I mean, to be fair, some of the
place.
structures are kind of interesting.
They are kind of interesting, but I mean, as for like actual resources, are they useful?
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't know. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
But I also nearly got lost, so I'm gonna go home. But the only other things we've got to do in Lambda is the Ice Queen and the Questing Ram. So in order to do the Ice Queen, we're actually going to have to take on the Alpha Yeti first. And for the Questing Ram, we actually need to find one. So we're going to go hunt for a Questing Ram and the Alpha Yeti and a snow biome, and we'll be back in a second. So guys, we have been flying around the Twilight for
A while.
too long.
Yeah.
Way too long. At least 20 minutes probably just trying
Longer
to
than
find maybe I honestly have no idea, but we have finally found a questing ram. And if you've not seen this guy before, what you've got to do is give him every color of wool and he should start getting a bit bigger. Well, get stripes and get a bit bigger. So I've already collected all the wool and hopefully, oh, does he not want, oh no, I was clicking the grass, I guess, or something.
Okay.
I don't like that I'm inside him. There we go. He gets pretty long.
I mean, there is 16 different colors that you have to give him.
Yeah. I don't know where that one went. I'm hoping it's still in my inventory or something.
That is stone you're trying to get.
That is still. Oh, I got it. Woo! That took way too long. Way too long.
Yes, it did.
Also, you get these. Oh, that's annoying. Let's see if I can actually mine up here. Yeah, there's dispensers here as well. So if you don't have all the wool, sometimes there might be the wool you need, like, to hand.
Oh, that's quite handy.
Although the amount of time it took us to find him,
Yeah.
I don't think I would risk it. But yeah, this biome's kind of cool because there's like rainbow leaves and stuff.
Grab a sapling.
Grab a sapling.
Grab a rainbow sapling.
I can see. I don't know if it'll work. Where is my axe? I cannot see it. There it is. Jonny's hatchet. I will vape mine. Did I get one? I did get one. Okay, you totally get rainbow saplings from them. Yep, that's cool.
Yay.
And I'm just going to chuck all that stuff in the system. You might want to grab the achievement thing as well.
Okay.
I don't know.
I gave up on mine home.
Yeah, that was probably a wise move. Is our applied energetic system? No, I thought it was full. But
No.
we will go find an Alpha Yeti, which thankfully we can use the map for, and then the Snow Queen, and we should be able to get that all ticked off today. So here we are at the Alpha Yeti. So I think as soon as we walk in here, he should spawn. Maybe. I can see the spawner. There we go.
it is.
We mob swab him, and dead.
Well, that lasted long.
Oh, I love this.
Have you mob swapped the little guys?
New. Should we mob swab the little
I
guys?
think they give different fur that you need.
I didn't get any Alpha Yeti fur. Did you?
Maybe it looks like it.
Oh, okay, that's good. I was a bit worried there.
Yes, I got 40.
Oh, okay, I do have a programmed woot as well and 2 mob swabs, so we should be fine.
Okay.
But this is only because the Alpha Yeti fur is used for one of the armor tiers, which, to be honest, we've not done in a little while. We might work our way through some of that off camera, because it's quite tedious.
By us, he means me.
Well, I might help as well.
Yeah, you say help.
Well, maybe I'll help. There is one that looks like a bit of a pain, sort of midway through the next tier, but we might do up until that one because I can't remember what it is.
Yeah.
And that we could maybe do that one on camera. But this is now the Snow Queen layer, so we just need. We're gonna cheese it. We're just gonna jump in through the top.
Yeah.
Actually, should we woot and swap her as well? Probably.
Yes, if you have another thingamabob.
Oh crap! I don't. Oh wait, there's an Ender Dragon one that's not finished. I'll just use that.
Is this where she is? She's not in this time.
No, that's why I was still just standing here. But yeah, the easiest way I find to check is just go stand on each of the towers, and she will spawn in when you're in range, and then you kind of just want to break into that one. Although I'm not having much luck. I don't even know where you are. Is she in this one?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, this block's cool as well, so let's grab some of that.
So much lag.
Was there?
Yeah, it was for me.
Okay, and you know what else I need to do?
Put stuff in the system.
Turn on my magnet. Because that was too much stuff there. But we didn't even get to her. Is she here? Oh, there she is. Let me wood her. Mob swabber. Oh, she's going to escape now. I never thought this through.
I got
Nope. I didn't swab her.
Oh.
And I didn't kill her, so we didn't get the program shard.
Oops.
Who's a clever person?
I thought she was running away.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
There. She wasn't running away. I was still trying to... So guys, we're gonna go find another Snow Queen.
I'm sorry.
Maybe don't kill her this time.
I will not kill her this time.
So we're at our next Snow Queen, and I should be able to just whack her with wood, whack her with some mob swabs, and now I think I might need to kill her just for the wood shard to work.
Yep.
And you also need to hit her from above, which is kind of annoying. But yep, we now have a programmed wood shard and 2 mob swabs. So
Yay.
I actually don't know if we need any of her mobs, but while we're over in the Twilight, I thought it might just make sense to grab... Well, we thought it might just make sense to grab them all anyway.
Yeah,
Are you stealing more of those blocks?
I am.
We are going to have such a laggy base if you start
All
putting
of
them
them.
everywhere. That looks quite insane from my point of view.
Yep,
Quite cool.
It's still going.
Yeah. So just back at home, and it turns out our dark matter has finished up crafting, which is quite nice. I think that goes here. I will need to double check, but I'm fairly confident. Yep. So now all we've got is 4 pink matter and a block of insanium, and I think we're getting pretty close to being able to do those things.
Yeah. We
Like-
still need to find a way of getting the Gaia spirits.
Yeah. So the only reason we can't do pink matter at the moment is literally crafting size, and annoyingly it's only a little bit over, but it is quite insane. So we will do some of the sub crafting, like maybe kick off just the 3rd degree steel.
Yep.
And the insanium, I think was held up by that thing. What was that thing
Gaia
called?
spirits was what I remember.
Gaia spirits holding us up, yeah. So we will probably go and kill a bunch of the Gaia spirit off camera. We do actually have
Mob swap.
someone attacking me. A skeleton just attacked me and then fell off the map.
Oh.
Yeah, we do have a mob swab of it, but because of the way that boss works, I don't know if... I suppose we could get we could maybe put it in a room with like a mob crusher or something. Not the
Maybe.
spinny thing, but
I don't know. I think the spinny thing might work. I know the mob.
it flies.
Yeah.
How is it gonna land on it?
But I know the industrial foregoing one doesn't work because I've already got them set up over at the Britannia fight farm. Remember?
Oh yeah, it doesn't. Oh, maybe we're not. Maybe the draconic evolution one would, because
Maybe.
there is one from that. I think, what is it called? Mob grinder. That is so easy.
Is it great?
Okay, we might try making this off camera and seeing if it kills the Gaia, and if it does, we can show you some of that when we come back. But I think that about does it for this episode. I think next episode we're going to be able to get that Mark 1 condenser, getting a bit ahead of myself, crafted up, and we should be able to start generating some EMC, and then those machines from RFTools will allow us to make some dimensions, basically just filled with EMC.
Hopefully.
So that is the plan. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll be back soon. Bye!